Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah.
Today we're at Westminster. We're going to do something slightly different today. We are going to do a series leading up to Christmas, London at Christmas. And today we're going to take a little boat ride which will show you all the sights of London. I'll point them out as we go along, and it's the first of the London at Christmas series. I hope you enjoy it. So it's a lovely day in November. We're ready to take a cruise all the way down to Greenwich, taking in the sights. We've got the London Eye opposite us. It was very cold yesterday, but the sun's out today. I picked the right day to come, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. freezing, the wind's howling, but it is good fun. I've just seen a polar bear go swimming down the river. This was good fun earlier, but it is definitely not fun now. It's freezing, the wind is howling. Oh. I hope you're enjoying it in your nice warm home. So when we get back to Westminster, we'll have a little walk up by Westminster, down in Street, Trafalgar Square, maybe Leicester Square, Chinatown. We'll see how we go. There's so many people around at the moment. Lots of tourists have come to London. It's good for the economy, and hopefully it'll boost things now for beer sandwiches, treats. Nero Express, a coffee bar. And we have Westminster Station on the right. Tesco Express now on the right as well, a little supermarket. It's like you have the big Tesco's and then the express ones are like miniature ones. So it's had a good range of stuff, probably not, you know, the full range, but still it's handy for going in and getting your little bits and pieces. St. Stephen's Tavern, selling fish and chips, oldie worldy building. Walk up from Westminster up to Trafalgar Square. We'll pass Downing Street on the left. A bit too cold to go down to Buckingham Palace, but we might do Leicester Square, Chinatown. We'll see how we go. Now this is called Whitehall. This is where they hold the Remembrance Day service. And this is all closed off and you get the dignitaries all come from all over the country. There's the Cabinet War Rooms on the left. Do a bit of a wash now. And that's the Cabinet War Rooms, Imperial War Museum down there on the left. This is the cenotaph, I believe, where they laid wreaths at Remembrance Day. Downing Street where the Prime Minister lives. They've got the armed guards there. Used to be to keep the crooks out, but now unfortunately it looks like it's to keep the crooks in. Monument to the women of World War II to commemorate their efforts in the Second World War. And now this is the Household Cavalry. Of course, giving me the evil eye there. I don't know if he hurt his foot or just his foot. This is one of the great traditions. These four soldiers have to stand there and not make a move, not make a sound. It's getting very, very boring, but that's what they sign up for. It's good for tourism. So now we've come down from Westminster and we're on our way up to Trafalgar Square now. Just in the centre of the road. You'll see a monument in a second. That's Nelson's column, where Admiral Nelson is on the plinth, and the pigeons are dropping things on his head. A pub called the Clarence, and the Clarence has been serving beer since 1862. So if you stayed in there since opening time, you'd be very drunk by now. On the right, we have the Grand Cafe Concerto Restaurante, very grand for coffee. A very old, worldy pub beside the old shades. A little gift shop and another oldie worldy pub, the Silver Cross. Horse and Guardsman. Serving dinners, dry-aged sirloin steak, $17.95, not bad for the centre of London. Cured gammon steak, $10.25. Sides, portion of chips, $2.95. Sandwiches, $7.95. Square, and we got the lions which surround Nelson's column. Got more lions. Used to be loads of pigeons. I think the mayor wasn't too keen on the pigeons, so he had them all killed. Wasn't very good, but it was part of the tradition. I remember when I was young, I used to come specially to see the pigeons. Oh, this is good, there's some pigeons around. You used to have little huts, and what you'd do is you'd buy a little thing of food, and then you got the National Gallery up there, and a few statues, an old church. This is interesting. They've got a, I don't know what that is. It's like a cherry on a cake, isn't it? A drone's crashed into it. I think by the look of it, there's a fly has crash landed on the cream as well. There you've got, I believe it's probably the Canadian Embassy, flag at half-mast. Now we'll have a little walk up from Trafalgar Square up to Leicester Square. We should pass a few restaurants on the way. Might take a little walk into Leicester Square, see what's happening there. Might pass Chinatown as we go along. Yeah. We have the Drifters Guild Theatre there. That's the Garrick, a very famous theatre in London. Now, lots of restaurants around here. So we'll take a little walk up here and see what's happening up here. We've got Bella Italia, Italian restaurant here, Steak and Co. Steaks here. We've got a new menu, Quality Steakhouse, new menu. We got steaks there, 1950, 8 ounce rump steak, 16.25, fillet steak, 23.95. So not bad prices as it goes for this part of London. Then got the Bella Italian, Vespa, lots of Italian restaurants in Little Italy. So this seems to be a very popular place for Italian food. Let's have a look what they got. So they do pre-theatre menus, so $13.90 for 2 courses. A mix of Italian food on the menu. Now this is Little Italy restaurant, steakhouse, wine bar, pizzeria. Stylish, very nice. Now, you've got Chinese to the side, and pizza, and Ristorante Roma, an espresso bar. And so this seems to be very much an Italian quarter, so all the restaurants seem to be very much Italian themed.
Well, it was quite good.
And we've got Hampshire Lounge Bar. Now, I believe this takes us into the main Leicester Square area now. So, now this is TJ Fridays, that's one of the more just group menu restaurants. Underwater, a pub where you can eat and either go in or you can stay outside. We've got Costa Coffee, which seems to be everywhere you look. And now we've got the famous Leicester Square Odeon. They have a lot of the big premieres and a lot of the stars come by the premieres. It's usually very popular on a premiere night. Yeah, you can book now. You can actually book outside, that's quite good. Now, we have a taste of the Philippines. So, we've got the famous Filipino Jollibee. So it's making its way now. I think there's a couple of these in London now. There's one at Earl's Court as well. These are the big eating place in the Philippines. McDonald's doesn't get a look in Manila. This is where people like to eat in the Philippines. They serve rice with beer whites called Mr. Whites. Not very original, but it goes. Then we got Pizza Hut and Burger King. Little Catholic Church, Notre Dame de France, Roman Catholic Church. And it looks like every nationality is welcomed here. It's very nice inside, but we won't be going in because they may not like pictures taken. We have a little cinema. London's best value cinema. The Prince Charles Cinema. Now I think this takes us into Chinatown. So we'll have a little walk around here, see what's happening. The smell really does catch your nose, it's lovely. There's the decorations, so maybe we'll walk down here, start at one end and we'll walk down to the other end then. See? Dragonland's Casino. Here, what we'll do is I'll come back when we got to the end and then we'll walk down. And we'll start a little tour of Chinatown. Looks to be in two parts. This is Wardour Street, and then looks to be some other street, whatever it is. So we'll have a little best dance. So you got Brazilian steakhouse here, dim sum and seafood restaurant. So used to get in, which is a good sign. And that's Orient London. So they do a set menu. So £18.50, £18 set menu, $20.50, and a 24 and a 35. And it's quite a varied mixture, so it's quite good value for. There's plenty of food, or plenty of variety on the menu, and it's quite busy, so it must be quite good. I always find if there's a good queue, that's also a good sign. Then we have a Brazilian steakhouse there. Now we have some nice smoked ducks hanging up in the window here. This is Old Town 97. And even more ducks hanging up in the window here. Oh, they look nice. Bellies of pork. And that's the cafe TPT, Chinese street food. Then we have another Chinese restaurant where you can eat outside. Chinese restaurant, Four Seasons. There's one closed which is probably opening Yate. So we'll have a little walk down this way and see what's down the street. So you got burger and lobster. So and now this is Waxy's little sister. Well, there's another pub just across the road there called Waxy O'Connor's. So I presume it's just an offshoot of the Waxy O'Connor's. Yeah? Now we've gone to Chinatown, and the first one we see is Korean and Japanese restaurant. It's in keeping with the Chinese theme. Now, that's no food here, that's just the telecom shop. And then you've got May Sweet Bites, which is selling ice creams and all different little snacks. And then the Slug and Lettuce, not very Chinesey, I believe, but it's a. Let's have a look what's on the menu. And again, that's more, just an ordinary place with just the ordinary types of fried chickens, small bird chickens, scampi and chips. Standard prices, standard food. Now we have a Chinese Hungry Panda. It's a varied menu. So now we seem to be heading into a more busy part of Chinatown. So we've got a Dragon Lounge, that's the casino on the right. Now, Chinatown, Chinese food, I think that looks like a job, an agency food. Now, dim sum served daily, in a Chinese restaurant. Now, here's the Hong Kong buffet, which has got a eat as much as you like. There it looks a nice selection of food. And that's $11.95 that comes to. Then San Chu Dim, Chinese cuisine. And then there's like a Chinese supermarket, Si Wu, which again looks to be a Chinese supermarket doing probably specialities, yes, and probably one keeping for the Chinese food. Chinese fish shop, got big lobsters, crabs, more crabs in the window. Great selection of king crabs and fish in dumpling, which has a queue to get in. Again, there's a set menu and quite a varied menu, and everyone's working there making the food. And it must be pretty good, because now we have Imperial China, another restaurant, and I don't know what the name of this is, but there's a lot of Chinese people at it. They obviously understand. Oh, Bun House, that's right. Yes, it is. And then we have the new gourmet kitchen on the right, and we've got a menu. Big selection of foods there. Another Chinese restaurant, what they're called, I don't know. I must learn some Chinese. You know what the one on the left is? That Corals, that's a betting shop. I know what that is. I don't think they serve food, but you can have a bet on a horse or a greyhound. Then you've got a tea specialist here. That seems to be square. Now, this seems to be a place called Zen. I don't think they do sell goldfish, or not cooked anyway. Basic to sell. Then you've got the Chinatown bakery. A range of cakes in the window. And then Chinatown bakery again, which are making Chinese specialities. Little fish there, it's nice. Oh, they're filled with custard. So now this looks like a little piazza here. Chinese restaurants, the Canton Kitchen. Nice, they have a little marquee. Keep you warm, because it would be a bit cold to eat outside. Range of Chinese dishes. And we have dim sum here. I don't know the name of it. It might be called dim sum. I think it may well be called dim sum. Then we have invite you to attend. I don't know who it is, but ladies are doing it. Now, I think this has taken us into the main Chinatown now, Gerrard Street, which I believe is the big place. So, down here, yes, this looks to be the big part of Chinatown. And again, we've got the entrance. So we got the Wan Chai corner, very busy, but I think anything around here is busy, especially probably on a Sunday, people all coming out looking for food. You know, I always work on the principle that if you have people of the culture, it's usually a good sign. When you get tourists, it doesn't necessarily mean they're serving good food. But when you have people, so in an Indian restaurant, it's good when you see Indian people. When you see Chinese people, it's So what's a good sign when they're queuing up to get in? It usually means that they know what the food's like and it comes up to them. Because in a lot of places what you do find is that you'll get dishes made like a curry or some Chinese dish, and it's actually not authentic. It's basically just for the market of the country it's in. Now here's one here, the New Loon Fun Restaurant. Now very big crowd to get in, and nearly all Chinese people, so I would presume that makes it look like a very good restaurant. Where when you look at the one next door, the Lido, it's nearly all tourists and hardly any Chinese people. Now the New Loon Moon Supermarket. So again, like everything, you know, cultures, they go to a country and they like to cook the traditional dishes of their country, but it's not always easy to find. So this one has a great range. Look, in first floor they got Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Taiwan. Ground floor, Hong Kong, Indonesian, Malaysian, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand. So they've got a great selection of everything. Yeah. And so of course when you've come to a country you can actually buy products from your own country and cook what you're used to. That makes you feel at home. And it's also what you were brought up on, so you feel better eating what you like. Now we've got Golden Phoenix dim sum. Now, this is a Chinese restaurant. Yes, it probably is. And it's got bellies of pork, and we've got duck smoked chickens hanging up in the window. Look nice. Good queue to get in, which is a good sign. Now we have, that's Far East, which is probably looks like it's been refurbished. And then the Tan Fu, Lucky Foods, so again probably a Chinese supermarket selling Chinese food. Again you get vegetables and little Chinese treats. And you got a Chinese restaurant again. Now we have I believe they're Lucky Lions. I'm not sure the exact culture, but I believe they're there to make food. There's a message from China. I don't know, someone's persecuted. I don't know what they're being persecuted for, but someone's obviously feeling they're getting a bad deal. Now that's very nice, the ducks in the window, and we've got squids. Oh, we've got pig's ears. Lovely bellies of pork. The ducks are a wee bit skimpy. Now, and a little bit further, and we've got a dumplings legend. And another Chinese restaurant here, again, name in Chinese, you can't read that one.
And it's me.
Now, so we've got Royal China restaurant on the left and Golden Dragon left. Very big queue to get in the Golden Dragon, yes. And while you're waiting to get your dinner, you can have your hair, nails and beauty treatments done. You've got the Plum Valley restaurant on the right, again another marquee, which is good. This Chinese and Peking cuisine, dim sum. The Golden Dragon looks very busy. Then we have the Kowloon Buffet. Kowloon Oriental Buffet and Cake Shop. A nice selection of homemade cakes and breads. Now the Gerard's Corner Chinese restaurant. And then amusements on the right. Again, big queue to get in Gerrard's Corner restaurant. And then we got O'Neill's, which probably isn't Chinese. I don't know what makes me think it, but I know it's a rough guess, but I have a feeling it's not. Now we have a hot buffet, so it's £11 a person, £6.50 to take away. They got a selection of foods there. So you can help yourself then too. Casino there, Waldorf Street, and then we got a Vietnamese restaurant and the Gold Mine restaurant. And now we're coming out at Leicester Square, and I think we'll get a train, we'll get home. It's cold, it's miserable, and I'm hungry. In London at Leicester Square station, and we've been down as far as Greenwich. We had a great trip out. We've been up to Trafalgar Square, Leicester Square. We've seen the Household Cavalry, been to Chinatown, seen a great selection of food. So this is the first of the London at Christmas videos. I hope you enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe so that we can make more of these. And leading up to Christmas, we'll be doing a whole series of films taking you to Selfridges, Harrods, and we'll be showing you all the Christmas fair. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thank you.